And the air was just right for Skyrim. So chores today took a little bit longer than expected, but we can get on for a couple hours before our shot comes on, so that's what we're gonna do. See if we can play 2 hours without it crashing. That'd be nice. I do have a couple of days that I don't have any chores, so maybe I'll wipe everything and start on that. I'm telling you, I came at the right time. Sweet. Why is it the right time? What happened? What happened to make it the right time? We are in battle with something, so let's fix that. There we go. Now we're not in battle. Jeff, what's up? What am I doing? I just paid for the most expensive oil change I've ever had in my entire life. And work just ended, and boy, did I get my fill of dumb questions. You know what? The air is just right for Skyrim. That is correct. The air is just right for Skyrim. So it was the most expensive oil change I've ever had because I also had them do the coolant system and take off the intake manifold and clean out all the injectors. So yeah, it was like $650 for all of it. But that was about $550 more than I was expecting. So, you know, rip you off. Have a nice day. Come back tomorrow. We rip you off again. That's what I felt like, you know. That's actually kind of an inside joke. Hey.
I am waiting for
everybody drink. Random encounter, two-way dialogue.
A good death.
A good death.
Were I to simply lay down and die, it would not please Malakath.
Perhaps I could give you the death you seek?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Are you sure about this?
Pretty darn sure, buddy. Let me kick your butt.
Yes, I am sure. I will give you a good death.
You better have more than 100 gold on you, too.
We shall see.
Just saying.
Come on.
Scream, plea, or pray. None of it. Feisty, aren't you? Prepare to die.
Take you out with the offhand dagger. All right, well, he went down pretty easy. Now we have one cooked. It is grilled chicken breast now. Because fire cooks food. We cooked this guy too, although he was already dead. Got a cooked lockpick. What about this red guard? Yeah, raw beef. Here, check this out. She had raw beef on her, right?
You've no chance to survive this inferno.
So then we light her up. Yeah, you should check out Jeff's channel for sure. He has a very unique. See, now it's cooked beef. A very unique game that is pretty darn awesome, really. You know, when it comes down to it. Jumping corpses, big bloody mess on the side of the road. Overturned wagon, dead horse. Beat a dead horse. Come on, breathe, horsey, breathe. I think it's a lost cause. He's not coming back. It says I'm comfortable. Well, what do you know about that? Birdie! Affect object inventory. No, it's not Ace's affect object inventory. That is Fire's cooked food. Oh. I think it's a Wanking Skeever mod. But yeah, pretty cool. So if you have a fire enchant on your arrows or whatever, and you shoot a deer, it'll be cooked venison. Yeah, Jeff can send you a link. He can actually post links. One of my coworkers today shrugged his shoulders and said, "Everybody is modding Skyrim nowadays." I was a little offended by that
It's the
statement.
rush of good fortune, my friend. It makes you work harder.
Well, everybody may be modding Skyrim these days, but how many of them mod it to the extent that you and I do? And how many of them can say that their game runs like your game or my game?
Okay.
I just sent that chicken to his death. He's still alive. I just kicked him off the bridge. Well, everybody can mod it, you know. Look, I added a new sword. I modded my game. Okay, cool. That's great, you know. Look, I downloaded a Wabbajack. I modded my game. No, you didn't. You added mods that somebody else made for you. So, I really want to kill him, but I can't. You know why? Because Kine will just, she'll leave me.
Walk away, now.
She doesn't like it when I kill Falmor. So maybe I need to, like, worship Sithis or something. That might work better. I'm not liking that flicker over there. I was messing around a little bit in my control panel settings, so you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save the game right here, and I'm going to go change them back to what they were, because I was listening to somebody thinking they knew what they were talking about, and maybe they know what they're talking about for FPS games, but definitely not for Skyrim. So my bad for listening to them and think they knew what they were talking about with Skyrim, because they obviously don't. So hopefully it doesn't drop me. But I'm going to change these settings back to where I had them before. So we're going to go to Program Settings. We're going to make sure this is on Skyrim. Look, I added 500 arrows. I modded the game. Yeah, exactly. So this I want to turn to off. And then FXAA is off. Gamma's on, off. None, off. 30. CUDA's all. Ultra. Max frame rate I'm not setting here. G-Sync compatible. We're going to change this back to maximum performance. Well, it's just performance. That is on maximum performance. This is highest available. Texture filtering we want to turn on. We want to go allow. We want this on max or high performance. On. Triple buffering we want on. And VSync I want off. Okay, apply. How disappointing. Well, and that's why you shouldn't take it personally, Jeff, because you're dealing with somebody who's talking out the side of their neck and doesn't know what they're talking about, right? So does the opinion of somebody who has no knowledge about what they're talking about matter? Does it matter in the least? I just go, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay. You've obviously never seen my game. What up, Gears? So I don't take it to heart if people go, oh, it's a 12-year-old game. Well, almost, right? It's probably crap. Well, why don't you take a look at it and find out? There's all kinds of YouTube videos you can watch, you know, of people who have modded the game. And you know what? I check out how other people mod their games. And a lot of them, I mean, they have the restriction of a certain amount of VRAM that they have to stay within, whether it be 6 gigs, 8 gigs, 10 gigs, 12 gigs, or in my case, 24 gigs. But there isn't very many people who mod the snot out of this game that have a 24 gig VRAM graphics card. And there isn't very many people that have gone through and, you know, started at Windows and worked their way down. I mean, people may have, you know, done the game settings and ENB settings and are modding it, you know, per their hardware, but have they streamlined Windows, the things that are running in the background? Have they messed with the processes and affinity of every process that's running when their game is running? So it's another level, really. It's another level of modding. I am over here just wringing the last little drop of performance out of this old game on DirectX 11, right? I'm just gonna keep wringing, you know, until I get every last drop out of it. Why? Because this is a hobby, right? I have fun doing this. And I, you know, gives me enjoyment when I look at this and say, okay, there's, you know, 65, 60 frames a second, 56, 55, 60, running up on Markarth, 68, 70. You know, I get a couple of drops, but then I think about, okay, well, where is the drop? If I'm running at 82% or 80% on my graphics card, that's a draw call limit. I'd bet money that that's not a draw call limit. So it must be a CPU limit. It's not the graphics card, though. The graphics card's only running at 80%. But still, if I can get, you know, above 50 frames a second, I'm pretty happy with that. It's not a game, it's a work of art. Well, it can be. Where the hell were we going? Oh, we need to go talk to Anton Varan. Seems he's the
beautiful.
cook. He's probably cooking up all the gourmet's recipes and passing them off as his own. So I guess we're going to go take out Anton Varan, and then we're going to go take out the gourmet. I used to always wait until he went out to the docks, and then I would like snipe him on the docks, drag him over and dump him in the water. And then I found out if you just wait until he's downstairs and you go...
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
Go into the basement where he's hanging out, you can confront him, and he runs right over to a perfect spot for you to kill him and hide the body. And I'm like, okay, that's much easier than waiting for him outside. All right, give me some music. Come on, you can do it, game. You can do it. Yay! Cool. Oh my gosh, look at all these rugs. My OCD is going crazy.
I know you.
Uh-oh. You know me?
Wait. I know you.
What did I do?
You're making a mistake.
There's no mistake. You're a wanted woman, and it's time to pay for your crimes.
What did we do? 10 gold? Yeah, I'll pay that.
You caught me. I'll pay off my bounty.
Good enough. I'll just confiscate any stolen goods you're carrying. Then you're free to go.
I wonder what the 10 bounty is for. Stealing something?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'm gonna fix your rugs anyway, dude. Because you guys are too lazy to do it. Speaking of too lazy, I had somebody...
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
No, I stole their sweet roll. So, you're half right. Anton. Mr.
Staying safe, I
Varan.
hope.
Somebody went into one of my threads today.
Get to work. We have meals to prepare and no time.
We can tame the dog.
Right away, sir.
Now he's our
Always
companion.
another big meal to cook.
Yeah, we'll release him. Good doggy.
Get to work. Get to work.
He's kind of a douche.
Watch what you're doing.
Why am I behind the frickin' door?
Need something?
No.
Yes, yes, for the 100th time. I am a Breton.
Anyhow,
I was born in High Rock.
This guy
and
comes
then I
on
came
and
here.
it was talking
I
about
am not a rich man.
distant LOD, and he's like, how do I get that? And I'm like, well, get X load gen, text gen, and Dynalot. And he's like, can you send me a link? And I'm like, really? You can't type X load gen into a search bar? And he's like, just post the link, man. And I'm like, okay, if you're so lazy you can't even type X load gen into a browser search bar, then you're definitely not going to be successful at hooking up Dynalot. So, yeah, I'm done with you.
Ah yes, High Rock.
But yeah,
Home of
I
exquisite
can't-
Breton cuisine.
I can't
Who
believe
are you?
people like that.
What do you want?
The gourmet. Who is he? Where is he?
The gourmet? Never. I don't know what led you here, but nothing will betray my trust. I'll take the secret of the gourmet's identity to my grave.
For the Brotherhood, that can easily be arranged.
For the Dark Brotherhood, that can be easily arranged.
The Dark Brotherhood? Now, wait a minute.
Dark Brotherhood?
Let's not get hasty. I mean, surely my friend wouldn't want me to endanger my own life.
Surely.
Right? Look, his name is Balagog Gronolobe. He's an orc. The gourmet's an orc. He's staying at the Nightgate Inn. That's all I know.
I really
Now-
need to fix
now
the
you'll let me go,
collision on these
right?
potatoes because they're floating. Of course, Anton.
Of course, Anton, thank you.
Okay, all right. Wonderful. You're welcome. I'll just be on my way then.
All right. See ya. You're just going to stand there? Yeah, he wants a one-click solution, I'm pretty sure. But if you know anything about Dynalot,
Totally hidden.
it is not a one-click solution. Far from it. So I can't just post a link to it and go, here you go, and he'll get it, because he won't. There's way too much for somebody of that small of a mind to read and absorb. So I wonder if I can kill him in one shot.
Help! I'm being attacked!
No. How about 2 shots?
Help me! Help me!
How about if we poison it?
do you think you're doing?
Trying to poison you and kill you. Oh my gosh, how many arrows does it take? Current weapon is already poisoned. Okay, well then we'll shoot you again. How did that miss? Oh my gosh, really?
Need something?
My deity has abandoned me.
I'll let you live this time.
To get to the center. Mark skull. 1, 2, 3. Crunch a 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I can't believe that we lost our deity. That's it. We're gonna go worship Sithis so we can kill people. Can't hop over that? No? There's one. There we go. Oh my gosh. So we gotta go to the Night Gate Inn. Welcome back, Jeff. Online training classes for your job. Okay. What are they training you to do? Wish you were modding Skyrim. I can relate. It's what I like to do. Oh no, we didn't want to end up here.
Come and face the force.
Is someone there? Hello?
I can take you.
Yep, now we're running. Want to make a bet? We're out of here. See ya. We'll be back to deal with you guys later. First aid. I was first aid safety trained. Had to be. I was the foreman, so if anybody got hurt, I was kind of the first line of defense. Learned CPR and basic first aid. I did have to use some of that training one day. We're up in the mechanical room in a building in San Francisco, so we're on like the 23rd floor up in the mechanical room way up there, and it's noisy. And my partner and I are working on a basically we're taking apart flex connection off of a giant fan, exhaust fan, and we're adding in a damper assembly and then putting in a new flex connection. So we're holding up this damper assembly, which is probably, oh, I don't know, 3 foot by 3 foot square. It's pretty good size and about 8 inches thick. And all of a sudden I hear a crash and my end gets really heavy. And I'm on one side of the ductwork. He was on the other side, so I couldn't see him. So I didn't know exactly where he was. And so I'm yelling out his name, and all the equipment's running in the mechanical room, so it's noisy. He wasn't answering. So I basically tilted this, I got my knee underneath it, tilted it and jammed it into the ductwork, and then climbed down the ladder to go find my partner. And he was laid out on the floor on top of the ladder snoring. So what had happened is he hit his head on the wall. His ladder slipped out from underneath him. He hit his head on the wall on the way down, and it knocked him out. And so I didn't know how he had fallen or what kind of injuries he had. So I basically put my jacket behind his head and then sat behind him, holding on to his head, making sure he didn't move his neck, because I didn't know if he'd injured his neck or not. And it was kind of funny. He, after a couple of minutes, you know, of me tapping on his clavicle trying to wake him up, right? He kind of comes to. He's like looking around, you know, and he goes, "Whoa, what happened?" I said, "You hit your head on the wall." "Whoa, where are we?" I said, "We're on the 22nd floor of this building in San Francisco." "Whoa, how do we get here?" I said, "You and I were on the same BART train this morning, dude. We're at work." "Whoa, what happened?" He had absolutely no short-term memory. So we went through those questions, those same 3 questions, about 10 times. Well, I had already called the building engineers and told them get an ambulance. And so we were waiting on the ambulance. And he goes, "How come your hands are on my face?" I said, "To remind you not to move your head." He's like, "Well, take them off." I said, "You move your head and I'm knocking your ass back out. So just chill right there. Help us on the way." "What happened?" "Oh, this again?" So yeah, I ended up, got him down to the hospital. He didn't want to go to the hospital. He was fighting the paramedics the whole way. But got him down to the hospital. And my boss came, and I jumped in my boss's truck, and we went down there, you know, to kind of be with him. And yeah, he had actually dislocated. He broke his clavicle and dislocated his shoulder when he fell. So, and they actually, you know what they ended up doing was they drilled a hole in the bone and used his own tendon to pull his shoulder back into place. And then he spent about 3 months like this until it healed. But yeah, he was thanking me later. But yeah, at the time he was like, you know, a little argumentative. Of course, he had just knocked his ass out. So, what's up, M1? We need to go way over here. He was in shock. So he didn't feel it until later. Yeah, there's some crazier ones. 1991, I was on a scaffold that somebody decided to remove the diagonal bracing in front of a pop-out doorway at a school called Snow Elementary in Fremont. And we were up there we were hanging the gutter, so it was a 2-level scaffold, but I was 13 feet up above this pop-out doorway on the scaffold. It was actually in front of the pop-out doorway. And my partner climbed down, and when he jumped off, the whole scaffold started to rock with me on it. The last thing I remember is I was looking for a place to bail, and all I saw was an open pit full of a bunch of wood, you know, with nails and stuff sticking out of it. So I ended up riding the scaffold down. But when I fell, I landed right on my butt, And it knocked the wind out of me, but it also kind of knocked me senseless. I don't have any recollection of what they told me happened next. They said I tried to get up, and the building inspector was there, and he's the one who called the ambulance for me. But I had a compression fracture of L1 in my back. L1 is the 5th vertebrae up from your coccyx, your tailbone. So I spent, and that was the day before Christmas, 1991. And so I spent Christmas Day in the hospital eating beef broth and jello because they didn't know if I had internal injuries. So they didn't want to give me any solid food. Yay! Wonderful times. I was on a job where I saw a roofer. He was actually laying the tar down. So they've got like a, I don't know, it's kind of a cart, but it's only about this big, and it's kind of V-shaped, and they fill it full of tar. It's got a wheel on either side and a handle, and they run backwards with this, laying the tar down before they put the roofing panels down on like a, just a tar and gravel kind of roof, right? And he ran backwards right through some caution tape and did a full backflip and landed on the concrete 2 stories down. Shattered his hips and his ankles, but he lived. So yeah, that was a cringe sight to watch. Skateboarding. Less experienced friends saw a portion of the sidewalk that was buckled. So there was a huge dip. He said, "I'm going to ollie it. You're not going to time it right. There's a crack. Your wheel's going to stick." Yeah, he probably ate it hard, didn't he? Overseas in 91. What a fun time. My second cousin was there. He was a helicopter mechanic. He had some stories. He's like, camels are stupid. He says you'd shoot and they would chase the tracers. The camels would chase the tracers, and you'd end up shooting a frickin' camel. So. Huge crash behind me. My friend stands up and says, guys. Oh, let me guess. He dislocated his elbow or his arm. And it was just hanging there. That's what I did to my ankle. When you look down at your ankle and your foot's on the side of your leg, his collarbone was sticking out of his skin like a flagpole. Hey, yeah, no good. I wonder who these guys are.
You were weak. Now you are dead. Huh.
I don't know who these guys are.
What was that?
Oh, they're bandits. Oh, nice spell there. All right,
I'll rearrange your face.
We're gonna try to get a little closer.
You don't stand a chance.
Yeah, we gotta take these.
Pathetic and predictable.
Oh no. We're freezing up. What are we, 34 minutes in and we froze up. And we're gonna crash. Alright, let's look at the crash log. I'm guessing it has something to do with lighting. Shadow scene node, maybe? Come on, show me. Bandit, Soul Guard, Sorceress, OBIS. Bandit, Soul Guard, Sorceress, OBIS. Fade Node, Skeleton, Female. NIF, Owner, okay. Skeleton problem. Beast, HHBB. Beast, HHBB. So it's a problem with Open Animation Replacer. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 references to Open Animation Replacer in here. Synchronized animation instance. Yup, okay. Well, why is Open Animation Replacer giving me such a hassle? Yeah, you're up there. You old fart. So what did I, paired animation. So it's a paired animation that's the problem. OAR had an update recently? How recent? So I've got IED conditions I'm running. Apparently I have the update because it's not saying that I need an update. Last downloaded on the 22nd of September. This was last updated on the 2nd of September. So I have the latest version of OAR, but I'm looking for the paired animation, which should be also an Ursh mod. That one, paired animation improvements, files, preview, show me what's in there. It's just a DLL. Let's get rid of that. Do we still have that enabled? Because that's what it's referencing as the problem. Plugins. So it's under P, paired paraglider, payload interpreter. I don't see it in here. Do we have one here? Precision. So I don't have those. All right, well, what do I have that's OAR? Ay. Animation Q fix. Do we have that? Yes, we do. I don't think that's the problem, though. Throwing me an error last night in your crash logs. Yeah, I got rid of it, but it's still throwing me an error even though I took it out. So I don't know if it's still part of Open Animation Replacer, which would be data, meshes, actor, character, OAR, animations, dynamic, Open Animation Replacer. I've got weapon switch animation fix, which I don't think that's the problem. Weapon styles, I don't think that's the problem either. And dynamic bow. So I don't think it's any of those. Well, I mean, I can try reinstalling it. Let's try reinstalling the damn thing. That may be a possibility. And thank you, Jeff. That's why I'm reinstalling it. So let's go down to P for paired animation. OP, paired animation. Install. All right, it's in there. That's just a DLL. So that shouldn't affect load order or anything like that. So it's a possibility that I took it out, but I needed it for something else. That's possible. We're going to give it another shot. So let's see, 1991. I was indentured as an apprentice in 1988. How old was I? So in 86, I was 17. So I'm 19 years old in 88. So I would have been 22 in 91. But I didn't go to Desert Storm. Family came back to the States in '88. Yeah, that's when I got indentured as an apprentice. It's when I signed my life away for 10 years, which actually turned out being 34 years. So you're right up there with me, aren't you, Jeff? Well, let's see how well it runs. Wish me luck. We'll give it a try. I got half of mine to... My wife's gone for a little while, so I'm on my own. Only a few years? Yeah, that's what I figured. We're just going to sit here and wait. See what happens. I've not prayed in a while. Oh, she just walked right through me.
Need something?
How is the reach barrier against this force one meant?
Please, please, just let me be.
Quiet now.
What are we? No. No. Yes. Yes. Well, that worked out a lot better.
The safety of the city and our settlements must be our only concern. The rest of the reach is on its own.
Cowards, both of them. My father would not survive.
Need something?
Lads, we're done discussing this for now.
So I guess you just can't openly kill people. All right, we're going to throw a save right here because we killed Anton. Now, my wife actually went to, she just landed not that long ago on Oahu. So she's visiting the kids and the granddaughter for a few days. But I figured I might take that time and basically wipe my Skyrim and start over. If it's gonna not run stable, then it's, you know, time for me to create that Wabbajack.
Holmes. I said Holmes, you backbite.
I know it's tough for me to contemplate, you know, letting go of, oh, I don't know, 1,200 mods that I finally got to play nice, but it's not playing nice if I get crashes. So that would be a problem. And also it's, you know, it's eating 15 gigs worth of VRAM right now. So it'd be nice to get that number lower. No, she just went to the kitchen for coffee. I don't know, it's the big debate, right? Do I keep running what I have? Or do I shit can the whole thing and rebuild it in MO2?
You even trying? Let's make some friends. Moving unseen.
You just lighting up that tree over
and
there?
I might not chase you.
Alright. Start over from the beginning with Skyrim. Totally recommend it. It's quite... yeah, I bet. I would, you know, it would take me probably another... Whoa, that's... What was my system doing there? Never been a better time to start over and recreate everything. So your friend Sprinkle can learn everything. You really want to know? Well, Sprinkle, ask me questions, right? Superheroes. Make a backup of this Skyrim on a separate drive. I actually have a copy of my game files. So pretty much the entire data folder and the ENB and all of that. So if I do run into a problem, I can recreate what my data folder looked like when it was running stable. Which means that instead of my game taking 250 gigabytes, it takes roughly 500 gigabytes worth of space. Because I have a backup. But I really like the idea of MO2 not modifying the data folder. You know what I mean? The virtual load order thing in MO2. So the mods are kept in a separate location, and then it's adding what it needs as it needs them from a virtual load order. Follow Debella? No. Yeah, MO2 is really the way to go, I believe, over Vortex. But it's also what's required. A portable version of MO2 is what's required to create a Wabbajack. And I think, you know, some people might like Wabbajack. It's kind of awesome sometimes. Well, the thing I don't like about Vortex is it won't...
Lesson learned.
It won't let me hard modify files. It tells me, you know, that this file is managed by Vortex and refuses to let me modify any of the files. That's what I don't like. And I understand why it does it. I mean, it does it so people don't mess up their system, right? Mess up their game. So I understand the why. The thing is, I want to be able to mess up my game. Make a video on how to install XLoadGen and setting how you made your Skyrim landscape bigger. Well, I'll tell you what, you were the one asking me for the link to XLoadGen. Did you type it into a search bar and get XLoadGen? Did you find step modifications? And did you find the Tome of Knowledge for Dindalad? And did you read it? All of the information that you're asking for is there. And here, I'll do you a favor. I'm going to Alt-Tab right now. I'm going to give you those links. Okay? I'm actually going to give it to you. Oh, be nice, Sprinkles. They actually came in here and they're asking nicely, so we're going to help them out. All right. So this is what I'm talking about. XLODGEN. Enter. Here you go. This is the link you wanted. There's the link. So I would recommend reading through this. This is the Dindalod. Basically, it's the Tome of Knowledge. Right? So all of the information that you need to know is located on this page. Sheeson wrote it all out. Okay. The other thing that you would probably like to know is XLOGen settings step modification. So this is a guide for XLOGen. And I'm going to give you this link too. Okay. So I would say read the very last page here. Let's go to the last page. All right. And this is going to give you maybe it's the next to the last page. Here you go. This post right here is the one you want. This is going to give you the settings you're going to use for terrain load that you're going to do with XLOGen. Okay? So this is what you want. I'm going to give you this link too. Copy, paste. And then the other thing that I recommend that you do is when you download Dindalod, you're going to put it in a place that's not in your game files. Okay? And so no, not my game files. Okay. So I put it in my programs folder, and this is Dindalod. TextGen is actually located in here. But what you want to do is you want to read under Docs, there's a quick start guide. So it'll be wherever you, no problem, wherever you download it. And this one that says help, these are all web pages. I kind of figured as much. But what you'll find about modding is that Google is your friend. Okay, you saw how quick I found that information just by typing XLOGen into a search bar, right? I use Firefox, but Google Chrome, Firefox, Edge, doesn't matter what search engine you use. If you type it into a search bar, you'll get information, and then you got to read. Okay, really, you got to read. But here is a bunch of web pages that will tell you. And Sheeson was good. Here's the XLOGen manual. That was what I posted before. And it'll tell you all about it. And here, this is your step-by-step guide. Much better than I could write it. Much better than any video that I could make. All the information is right here from the guy who created it. All right? It's an instruction manual. So if you read that, you'll get all the information you want. This is the only other information that you might want for XLOGen. This is on step modifications, which is a forum, right? For Skyrim Special Edition, Step, Skyrim SE Guide, XLOGen Terrain Settings. So those are the two links that you really need. All right? And then, yeah, have fun modding. It's a journey. And I would recommend getting a stable load order that you're happy with before running LoadGen. and TextGen and Dynalot. My output, here I'll show you my output because it's freaking insane. For my game, my output for Dynalot, no kidding, is 9.10 gigabytes zipped. It's much bigger than that. It's almost 31 gigabytes unzipped. That's how much information is there. And what it produces will blow your mind. It does every world space. Here's all the different world spaces. So let's just choose one of the world space in Tamriel. And we're going to look at trees. Well, these are just lists. Okay. I have it for autumn, winter, summer, and spring because I'm running Seasons of Skyrim. So let's just check out this one grid. Now there's 96 by 96 grids in the game. This is one grid. And this is a program, it's called NifScope. But this is what it'll produce. So it produces the trees and the distant plants and the terrain for one grid. So this is a very powerful program because all of this information here is in the exact same location as the full model is in the original game. So it's rendering every single grid in your entire game, and it's notating the location of every single little plant, right? And every tree. And then it's creating distant LODs, so level of detail, right? For that specific grid. Yes, I have. I've played Skyrim since it came out. And before that, I played Oblivion, and I've modded Oblivion. And before that, I played Morrowind, and I modded Morrowind. So I've been around for a long time. Since 2006, I've been playing with this, and I've seen this specific program come such a long way. Like, okay, here's an iceberg, but this is the distant LOD. And it actually rendered that, which mimics the shape of the full model. So it's crazy what that program can do. And people go, oh, it takes so long to run. Well, of course it does. Look at what it's doing, you know? But it's running an algorithm, right? It's running, Sheeson has wrote code to have it generate every grid in the game, figure out where every piece of grass and tree is going to be, notate that location, and create distant LOD for that. So that when you're cruising around, here, let's just go cruise around. Let's change the time a little bit. So we're going to set the game hour, no, not pour, hour. Not gas. Oh my god. Game hour to caps lock off 10. So now it's going to be 10 in the morning. We can have a better view. So if you look at the trees, the distant LOD trees, so look at the trees that are out by that sky shard. And when I get close to them, they'll change to full model. They just changed. But the trees are the same shape and the same coloration. So these trees that are below me, those just changed. But all the grass also, the distant LOD grass is there. Alright, we're going to go up here.
Should be set.
Well, we got a sky shard over there. And we got one up here. Let's get this one. Let's go in with the pig pokers.
Victory shall elude your grasp.
It's barred from the other side. We can't get in that way? That's just wrong. We're going to climb up. Oh, I get it. Dropping in.
The Forsworn will reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Forsworn forever.
Yeah.
I just kicked your buddy off the cliff and he died down there. You see him? Right above my head? I don't want to hear it. We're taking all you out.
Thought I heard something. What was that?
And your little friend, too.
Won't rest till you're dead.
We got one more up here.
What was that?
Your death.
Once I'm done with you, there will be nothing left to bury.
Oh, now he's being a wuss. He's running away. I am doing my worst. I'm going to take you out. Oh, there will be no healing up. Give me back the pig pokers. Let's go. Take the hood off. So I guess we can kill all the Forsworn we want. That doesn't piss off Kime.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello? Me. I'm here.
Thought I heard something.
Love slide tackle.
Eagerly anticipating your demise.
Oh my gosh, who's this guy? Take you out from a distance.
Do you have a death wish?
Hey! Who's poking arrows in me?
Come on!
Hey! Not very nice.
I can take you.
Where are you going to take me? You taking me out to lunch?
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that supposed to hurt?
Pig pokers. Oh, we cooked that guy. Red Eagle's Fury. Oh, we got Red Eagle's Sword. Alright, we're going to throw a save right here. Because we just picked up Red Eagle's Sword and drink some coffee. Instagram? No. I'm very selective about who I let on my social media. So if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me here on YouTube. What's up? What is a Poketort Pokemon? Welcome. Yeah, I'm very selective about who I let on my Facebook and Instagram. So you will not get my Instagram.
Quiet now.
But I am for good reason. But you can reach me here. You can PM me on the Nexus. If you have any questions, you can, send me a PM on Nexus. I am Nico Roshi on Nexus also. So, pretty easy to find. same name, you know? Hey, did we just get stuck? Oh my god. There's a tree growing through my... Okay, there's nothing up here. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever. Ooh, hey, we want that. Give me their Sky Shard. WTF is Instagram. No, Instagram. Instagram is another social media. It's owned by the same people who own Facebook. Or you're just pulling my chain. I think you're just pulling my chain.
Should be straightforward.
The only reason I have an Instagram account
Not too
was
shabby.
because of a business that I used to run. The business closed in 2017, but I still have the Instagram, and mainly I use it for family stuff now. I don't use it for anything else, and definitely not for modding Skyrim. Modding Skyrim, I'm on YouTube, I'm on Nexus, and that's where you're gonna find me if you want to learn about modding. So we need to go there, which would be east, kind of that way. We got a big baddie over here.
Meet your reckoning.
Put one right in your noodle. Here, have another one. Take 3, they're small. That's 3 of them right in your nose. I think treated is more appropriate. Like one does to a rash. Or an arrow in the face.
Focus.
We delivery service? Well, look up Instagram and you will see what it is.
Well, that's one way to make an entrance.
People post pictures and short little videos. It's another social media platform. Instagram. I want Insta8. I know, I want Insta ounce. I don't want Instagram. Insta pound. He didn't make it. We will notify next of kin. I love the water reflections. Love particle lights. Going in.
Covert.
MySpace. Yeah, I never got into MySpace. The only reason I got on Instagram was it was a lot of the people that were interested in the product I was producing were on Instagram. So that was the place to reach my target audience for the product I was making. That's why I got on Instagram. He did a full flip.
Surrender. Wrong move.
Now I just have the big bad boy here. Come on, Red Eagle. Come
Wrong
on.
move. Merely a scratch. Big mistake. Come on.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Better drink a potion. Now we're not gonna die.
You dare challenge me?
Okay, Red Eagle's down.
Lucky hit.
Now we gotta take out his last little minion here. My little mortal minion. Oh, he came back.
Surrender.
Frozen mid-flight. What did he have? He had a honed ancient Nordic sword of shock. And an ancient Draugr shield. Well, that's some bullshit, Carlo. Is that it? Is that all you got? Some lambus bread. What's in the chest? Shadow Legion. Are attacked by illusions for 20 seconds. Ooh. We'll take that. And we'll take that and that. And I guess that's about it. Just leave dude frozen, stuck up in the air here. That's it? Alright. That was kind of uninspiring for Red Eagle. You would think he'd be a badass or something, right? Nope, not really. Should fall and break into a million pieces. We might be able to shatter him.
Yeah.
Well, then again, maybe not. Nope. Should we just shut the door? We'll just shut the door. So much for Red Eagle. All right, map. We're going way over here. So let's go east. That way. What a lovely view. Look, you can see Solitude from here. The Clash stuck in your head? Which Clash song do you have? Because I like combat rock. Will it play or will it crash? And Morthal. There's Labyrinthian. Buzz and birdies. Bank robber? I don't know if I'm familiar with that one. I probably heard it, I can't place it.
Stay calm. Run, and I might.
I know the moose is hostile. He ran away though, we'll let him live. Find me some Y&T, some Earthshaker. A little yesterday and today.
Let's get this over with.
How about we use a magical weapon? We actually have a shield too. Come on, Minotaur. I double dog dare you. Don't let him hit you.
Shit.
Well, that worked out pretty good. Earthshaker. Alright, yeah, screw you, YouTube. I mean,
your legacy will be as a mere footnote in the chronicles of my victories.
So we're gonna do this. And let me make sure the volume is low. There we go. It's the perfect music for this game.
My moment. You dare challenge me?
Perfect for bear killing. Alright, I'm going to get in way too much trouble though. Alright. Thanks though. We'll go back to the regular music. What's going on here? Alright. That's what's going on. There we go. We'll go back to the pig pokers. I know it's going to get a copyright strike, but I don't care. I'm not monetized. That was Earthshaker by Yesterday and Today. So I will give them credit. Great song. Go buy their album. See, now it's advertising. We've already read that book. What do we have to do here in Dawnstar? Oh. We don't have a deity anymore, do we? Yeah, a little bit like Kiss, kind of the same beat. Get up. Everybody gonna move their feet and get down. Everybody gonna leave their seat. It reminds me of Detroit Rock City. Same kind of beat. Can we pray? .4% favor with Kinnereth. Whoa, wow. She like me. Just can't kill people openly. Have to do it covertly. Don't get caught. Doesn't that remind you of like Detroit Rock City? It's kind of the same beat. Oh, here. This is how you work up your block skill.
That's your best? Nice try, darling. Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way. Not even a challenge. You're embarrassing yourself. You won't break through. Let's get this over with. Once I'm done with you, there will be nothing left to bury. You don't stand a chance. Nice try, darling. That you're best? Think again. You shall not pass. Ha! Didn't feel a thing.
She just pulled a Gandalf on him.
I dare you to try that again. Quiet.
You're like, wow, what happened to the havoc on that? Oh, oh, Skyrim. I love Skyrim. This like totally folded him in half. I slide tackled him. Sweet rolls and wine. Flowers on the bed. Wonder what was going on there. You should really wear a hood. It's probably pretty cold out. Although it doesn't say I'm cold. We gotta get the mouse. He just stares at me. Well, I'll tell you what, if you tell my dog get the squirrel, she's not just going to stare at you. She's going to go tearing off and go find that squirrel. Even if there isn't a squirrel, she's going to go looking. That is a griffin of some sort. A black griffin.
Surrender, or don't. You're dead either way. No escape now. Of course, I'm practically...
That or you could tell my dogs, get the kitty. I'll go crazy for that too. Of course, they'd probably go crazy for get the mailman too. Have you got a mouse in the house? Trying to do a little Tom and Jerry action? It's almost time for Ireshot to take over with some vampire play. So I think I'm going to go and we're going to go kill the gourmet and then we're going to call it a day and let Ireshot take over. He's going to be on in about 20 minutes. So you should probably throw a link up there, Ireshot, so people know where to go. So if we go up over the hill, we'll be down to where the gourmet is. I think I can make it in 10 minutes or thereabouts. Especially if we jump off this mountain. Because that's where he's at. Dropping in. Well, he's not out there. Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard, vampire hunters or something. The old fort near Riften. Thinking of joining up myself.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
Isron's going to like you. I got a couple interesting NPCs in here. But we're going to take out the gourmet. Let's talk to him first.
Whatever it is, I'm sure I can't be of help. I'm just here on holiday.
Soon the Emperor will die, murdered by the gourmet.
What? The Emperor? But Oh, by the gods. No, 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 you can't do this. You can't.
This is the easy way. Because he goes exactly where you need to hide him.
No!
Yes, he is. He's got the writ of passage. And he's hidden behind the mead cask. He runs right behind the mead cask. So it makes it, you don't, I used to kill him and then drag his body. You don't have to drag his body. You don't have to wait for him to go outside either. Oh, you are. Well, you didn't have the writ of passage, so I guess I'm not going to kill you.
Hold on. Are you alright? You look like you got ataxia. I'm not a priestess, but I did read Withershins back in the year 199.
Good enough for me. I'll get myself looked at.
It's probably nothing. But don't blame me if you grow a maze between your legs. Although I think that's a symptom of widbane. In any case, the name's Colin. What can I do you for?
Just wanted to talk.
So this is an interesting
Not
NPC.
much of a talker. No, Morris, that one's a talker. He won't shut up about his dead wife and the corpse he calls his manhood.
His dead wife and the corpse he calls his manhood.
About time.
What is it now?
A Draugr in the inn.
Hold on, skeever bait. I ain't no Draugr. Not a real one, anyway.
How about I cut you and see if you bleed?
Who are you?
The Nords used to call me Morris, the living Draugr, because of my prowess on the battlefield and the fear I struck in my enemies. Now they just call me Morris the Draugr on account I should be dead. I mean, I get it. Maybe I can't swing Ebony the way she likes it. Maybe some days I wake up and my knees burn or my back starts barking like my old lady used to when I forgot to burn the trash. But I'm hardly an old man, even for a warrior. Some say I'm still with the swords of 20 men. I've been saying it for years.
Only the cowardly and the strong grow old. I think we know which one you are. Mock your age when it represents the level of your strength. Yeah, okay.
See ya.
So he is an interesting NPC. But both of those can be followers. So yeah, there's some really interesting dialogue for the NPCs. So we got away with it. And it is getting close to time for Ireshot to take over. Post your link, Ireshot, so people know where to go. There's only like 4 people in here, one of them being you. But there's 3 other people that would probably enjoy watching a vampire playthrough that you're going to do. I know I'll probably be in there. Time for the final stage of this grand and glorious operation that takes your life, Festus. Yeah, I've never stuffed the gourmet in the giant barrel. I've killed him out by the water, dropped him in the water in the lake outside. That counts as hiding the body. We got to get all the way back to Fall Creek. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a save right here. And we're going to run, jump for another 5 minutes. Then I'm going to call it. So maybe we can get to Riverwood. Think we can get to Riverwood? Maybe. Yeah, you got to wait until he goes out there, which can be a pain in the butt. I wonder... Yeah, we still have first-person paragliding. Can we take our hood off? Yeah, we can. Hold on tight. Well, you better get used to the night, because if you're out in the daylight, you'll be smoking. Oh, you know what's even cooler? That didn't work. So that's the first person paraglide, but we should be able to first person skydive. We can't go back to third person until we hit the ground, though. Then we can go back to third. Yeah, first person paragliding is kind of glitchy, but I mean you can do it. These are Mahales. I think they're bone hawks. Yeah, it's a bone hawk. Take the other one out. Funny thing is, they'll drop in weird locations, though, so sometimes I'll lose them. Alright, I think what we're going to do... Oh, come on, get up there. Can we climb it? Oh, we can climb it. Cool. There we go. All right, say goodbye to the kind folks.
Take care of yourself.
And I'm going to post a link, and everybody should go over here and support Ireshot and watch him have fun as a vampire. So we're going to go here, and we're going to go here, episode 1, Blood Harvest. Dun 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 dun. There's a linky poo. Follow it. I already liked it. Cool. 7 minutes, 33 seconds. Wonder what I can do for 7 minutes. Might have fell in the water. I don't know. Don't know where he fell. I'll see you later, Artshot. Get it set up. I think we're just going to come up here and enjoy the sunset. And leave combat. There we go. Yeah, we'll throw another save right here. Alrighty, peeps. Until next time. No. I want that. Peace out.